Welcome back, everyone. We're here. Game number 3, America's Last Hope, standing strong against OG. Sup Fogged, sup CC&C, sup BSJ. How's it going?
You moved over further away from me.
Did I? Dude, I'm closer to the middle than you are.
All right, I'll just...
No,
I'll
get away, Bulba.
Don't you dare call me Bulba.
Oh, but CC&C, how's it going? I know it was a little bit of a rough day, but you still chin up?
Yeah, you know, life goes on. You live, you learn,
No.
you lose.
True. I mean, you three all
Wise words.
players or were former players. I mean, losing never feels good, right? Ever.
No.
Have you ever
sucks.
lost
No.
at anything and felt good? Besides losing at a losing contest or something? I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
I
Damn
can't,
it, you
recall a single time that ever felt good, no.
Just a loss. All right. Yeah, so it's tough, but you're here now, and you get to see the last hope of NA here, compLexity, going up against OG to get that spot. You win this game, you get points. It's as simple as that. You don't know how many, a lot, a little, but
Okay.
yeah,
All right.
you get into top 4 with this, and you will be up against VP, Kingwin, and Fnatic.
So do you play VP, the winner of this?
We were wondering if VP
OG,
gets to choose.
VP won't play OG. You're not allowed to play someone from your group, apparently, is what VP was saying.
Oh, okay.
Or something like that, but they could play Cole. I don't know. I don't know.
So
the
if
full
Cole
ruling.
wins, they play VP.
Probably.
If OG wins,
They play
they'll probably
Kingwin or
play
Fnatic.
King winner for Fnatic.
Yeah.
Probably Fnatic because they're second place. Right?
Maybe.
Is how that
yeah,
how it would work?
most likely.
Yeah.
Something like that.
I doubt they'd put 1-2 against them.
I got no
for it.
confirmation.
Confirmed.
don't know.
Yeah, over now.
Confirmed.
That's nothing.
And, well, so what went right for compLexity last game? Was it just, I mean, Bulba said it was a 70-30 draft in their favor that time. Would you guys agree?
Yeah, I think so.
Really? I wasn't watching too closely, but from like the glances I gave it, it looked like I don't know. It looked like it was going to be a hard game for Cole to win if it went longer than 30 minutes without some massive gold lead or something.
Yeah, I mean, what happened was in the very beginning, Tiny died in lane and then TP back in and died again.
died
That
again,
got
yeah.
dove
The
and died.
classic.
So like his impact on the game was like virtual. He went bottle with his like starting goal, or like earlier on gold, and then died twice. So then he proceeded to have no items that actually
Didn't
do anything for
yeah.
him.
I think
yeah.
he was 10K net worth at the end of the game.
Yeah,
That's
10K at the end of the
that's real
game, and then
rough.
like we were talking about how good Doom was against Tiny, and they, even though Terrorblade had all the farm, they actually just doomed Tiny every single
And he
fight.
just died in like 5 seconds. You could
Yeah.
actually see the damage. It was
Yeah.
nuts. And there we go. Morphling Tinies are banned out. Medusa not banned or picked the last 2 games.
Yeah, last game was ignored. We really thought OG would pick Dusa like 3rd or 4th in that game.
Yeah, I
and
saw
then they
that.
took
That was
Puck
pretty
4th,
surprising.
and we were like,
You
okay, they
knew
have
Puck
to pick.
was coming. You
We're
called
like,
it.
yeah, we were like, all right, Puck makes sense.
If
but
they
then,
don't
then
pick
they're gonna pick
Dusa,
Dusa,
yeah.
and then they ban Lifestealer, and then they pick Terrible.
That's what I was confused
So
about. I
we
don't
were
know what you
like-
thought about that, but they
we were
banned
just a bit
Lifestealer and picked
intrigued.
Terrorblade. I thought Terrorblade's like one of the harder counters to
It would have been
Lifestealer.
hype if they just first picked Medusa here.
Yeah.
What?
That's ballsy. I mean, they didn't have good success with Medusa yesterday. Obviously, they're up against VP, but I don't know if Medusa exactly fits their like the way they play. Like, even though she's a hard farmer in the way that Resolution plays, like look at all of his other heroes. They tend to be more aggressive, like damage outputters, rather than the passive type that Medusa is. So maybe they just don't feel like it fits their play style, and they're not willing to put it on like a best of 3 because they haven't had time to work on it.
Well,
Puck with like a Slardar is always good. Oh yeah, you know,
Wow.
just on cue.
that's why he has
So
shirts
cool.
and he's just handing them out like
I mean,
candy out here.
dishing it. No, we
the hand action. You guys didn't get to see the hand action. That made it so much better right there.
Dish.
Just dishing him out.
No, but you're right. Puck Slardar, and, well, we saw Kyle by far the MVP of last game. If we did do a Sennheiser survey, I think it would be Kyle up
Yeah.
in the lead
Did he
there.
beat you in a street fight? Yeah, he would.
Kyle wouldn't beat. Are you serious?
I
They
mean,
s-
if Bulba beats you, I'm
Yo,
pretty
okay.
sure. Like,
Quinn, the stream voted that Bulba could beat me in a street fight.
No
Would
rules.
you
I mean,
agree?
that's a joke.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I would whoop ass.
Peter, what do you think? He has no opinion.
He has no
Hands up?
opinion. He know
He's
he
not
would
in
he
the
would
mood
he
for
would
it.
beat for me though.
He doesn't want anything to deal with Bulba.
Yeah.
Would you
yeah.
beat Peter in a street fight?
Yeah, I think so. I think Peter's more of a pacifist than he protrudes.
You don't think he's got an inner animal?
protrudes.
What?
You don't think he's got an inner animal? He'd
I think
bring
he
it out,
does, but it's like a
whoop you?
squirrel or something. He's got the inner squirrel in him. I just drop him with my inner raccoon. But Earth Spirit, that's a Jarek's classic.
Great versus Puck. Great setup already with the Wyvern too. We see those like last game too. They just use the curse. You can set up a stun silence really nicely for the early games.
good for the counter initiation against Slardar too. Hero
Yep.
that like sits in the back and then stuns from afar.
I think it's kind of interesting that they didn't touch Night Stalker.
Yeah, that hero's being started.
It wasn't banned
It's
last
been
game
starting
either.
to not be banned as much.
I guess.
VP was really mad about it, right? Because they're like, this is the easiest Night Stalker +1 game ever, and then they just didn't pick, and VP just went silent.
To be fair, Lil's like really good at Night Stalker, so it's like one of those things where it is
True.
like even though he's kind of a simple hero mechanically, it's like he is a hero that if you specialize like Lil does in the hero, you will. Like I'll see games that I think with some of my heroes are good in, and then they'll never pick them, and like I'm like, oh, that would have been a free game for like Lifestealer.
Yeah.
And it's just different how each player thinks. So
It's everyone's view, right?
I think
Yeah.
Night Stalker is pretty tough just because like you have that small timing window to really make those plays come out early on. And if you mess them up, you can actually
if you
just
miss
lose
that snowball, like you just
Yeah.
are useless.
you can actually just become completely worthless.
And how's that different than Slardar?
It's not really actually. I mean, they just do it in different ways. Slardar like kind of Slardar has to take that time off to get his blink, and you have to make sure you know when that is. That's actually the hardest thing to gauge on a support Slardar, because
Unless you're Kyle.
unless you're Kyle, you can just run around for 25 minutes and get a lane blink and still be effective.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah, I think the Night Stalker in general can be pretty good against the Slaughter because there's this window like during the first night or after this first 4 to 5 minutes where Slaughter is reasonably effective in the lanes where he kind of wants to chill in some spot, maybe hit some creeps, get it like 6 or blink or some crap, and Batman just flies around the tower and dives
Yeah.
him. It's like very hard to actually get a blink anywhere.
Also in like
Not the way Kyle plays it though.
yeah.
Kyle
Well,
didn't sit in the lane
in mid-team
literally
fights
the entire game.
later on, you pop your darkness. Slaughter can't see anything, and you just throw urns on him constantly. You
Yeah.
can't blink either. He actually just ruins your hero.
It's very hard for the hero to play the game. Same with Puck. You just get silenced. It's very
Yep.
you just get wrapped on towers.
Slardar
It's-
is a vision hero despite the fact that he's like a blink initiator.
Yeah, you really need that vision.
Well, Medusa banned out, even though it wasn't touched the last 2 games. This time, Kyle sees something he doesn't like with the draft. If a Medusa was there, and
I like banning these type. I think Tide's probably the hardest counter in the game to Slardar, like in general, just because Slardar wants to blink crush anyone he finds. And I'm surprised they didn't ban Deuce the last game, but I guess they were like prepared for it in some way with their last pick. But like Tide, just you can't blink crush amp him. He just crack and shells it off. So he's a hero that can walk at you and make it really hard to play Slardar.
Something pretty interesting is that the OG has had first pick 2 times in a row, so Cole may have either chose second pick
Yeah, they
or
must have.
Dyer.
they probably deferred.
Yeah, that,
They've been deferred. I heard about that, right? They were deferred.
Wait,
that a
who was
thing?
here?
That's
I
that's
saw
a
it on-
Kyle thing.
I was sitting next to
he
Blaze.
wins the coin toss and then defers.
Okay,
wait,
and-
you're allowed to do that.
Well, but apparently
I've never seen any
Apparently,
OG.
he did it, and then OG said, "Well,
We
it's your
defer
pick, so
back.
we defer the defer."
Yeah.
And then it was literally me just hating life at the time
So-
because the game wasn't starting, and these two were just clowning.
I was
I
sitting
have
next
not
to
heard
Blaze.
that one.
I was sitting next to Blaze, and he was just like, as soon as they were like, we defer the defer, Blaze like, I'm going upstairs and I'm handling
I'm out
this.
of it. I'm out of
I'm
it.
just going up there and telling them this is a joke. Come on, guys.
I mean, that's Kyle. Kyle likes playing mind games, right? And it's not a bad thing, right?
No.
Get
I
I mean, it
any
can't hurt
advantage
to
you can.
try. Can't hurt
Fly
to
was,
try.
dude, Tal was had like the biggest grin on his
Yeah,
face. They were
he
doing
did.
the camera pan
Yeah.
back and forth. They were chuckling
Yeah,
about
they're
it.
chuckling, but I mean, were the viewers chuckling?
So here's the 4
Probably.
position
I was
profit.
chuckling.
I was chuckling, like Chucky from Rugrats. People say I look like him.
You say that a lot.
Well, why do the?
Dude,
why
are,
would
are
they
you just
say
reaching
it?
for compliments? You don't look like Chucky.
Well, thank you.
There
I
you go.
kind of do though.
You're so nice, Vog.
Yeah, I'm just, I
Thanks.
know I know what he's reaching
Who
for.
determines if it's good or bad?
Shut the hell up. That's true. Chuck, no one liked Chucky in Rugrats.
Yeah,
like
he's
literally
kinda-
no one did.
Yeah,
I
he
like
was.
Chucky.
Dude, I just realized Phil and Lil are kind of like Chessie and Limp, except well, they're both guys and
Wait.
well, they're twins.
Wait, Phil and Lil?
Yeah,
He's
from
talking about from
Rugrats.
Rugrats, not
Oh,
Phil, the EG manager,
Oh,
not
yeah,
Lil,
Phil
the
and
player.
Lil.
Yeah, he
You're a little young there.
I
sorry.
caught the reference.
You're a
don't
little
worry.
young for
I watched.
that.
I
Thanks.
watched it.
Well, there.
Nickelodeon.
The Brewmaster.
OG Brew. S4 Brew.
It's been a bit. They didn't pick it once versus EG, and it wasn't banned. This game, they will scoop it up.
So do we all agree that that's most likely a 4 position profit?
Yes.
Yeah, I think they're picking an
This
off
is-
lane here and having some 5 Slaughter or something.
Yeah, I mean, you don't like the puck offlane?
I guess, yeah, okay. It could be that too, I guess.
Could they have saw something Kingwin like? Didn't Kingwin run it safe lane? Am I wrong?
The puck?
No,
Or
the
the
Nature's Prophet.
We
I
did
know
see
it's-
that one down. It was. I don't know if it was Kingwin.
It wasn't them, it was somebody, but I know they ran that carry and Enchantress, stuff like that, but
Yeah.
I like this
they're
pick.
just throwing heroes.
Doom vs. Brew. Classic.
They also have like literally any lane setup they want.
I think besides, I mean, actually, I believe Chessie said he likes carry Slardar, so I can't even rule that out. Very interesting.
Unlikely versus Wyvern.
Unlikely.
Yeah, it does
But-
not look like a good
but
carry
good.
starter game already.
And Chessie's played puck in the safe lane as well. Cole just this is where VP would say we can't do anything. Cole is who they are.
It's best to like not try to read their draft as much as just like what's good for us, what fits our game plan. Because I agree. I mean, I actually play against Cole a pretty good amount, and he's absolutely right. You literally just look at the drafts and you're like, what?
Yeah.
You don't know what lanes they're going. You don't know what they're looking for. You just have to pick your own game, I think.
No.
Ooh.
Bro.
Okay.
My goodness. Is this the Game 3 Brood Mother?
It's really cool, I think. I was thinking about what safe laner they can pick that would like actually enjoy sitting there and chilling against those heroes. They could have TB'd potentially if that wasn't a Doom, and had him sit there with the Wyvern. But once they pick the Doom, this Brood is like, it's really cool because it shores up their lanes a lot. I think like Earth Spirit can potentially play around Brew. This whoever either this Doom or Slaughter, whichever one's farming, is gonna have a really tough time up top.
What do they usually pick with the Brood? Because they do this often. I've seen No-Tail play this time and time again, and they have Rezo on some hardcore carry mid.
I'm not actually sure.
I can't remember which ones it is. Maybe Shadow Fiend?
They definitely should pick a hero that can like be aggressive with the
They
Earth Spirit
banned the
Wyvern.
SF.
Yeah, no, I Shadow Fiend
I
would
think it was
definitely fit
SF.
that.
I think it was SF, the one that they've done it with before.
DP is
I was
pretty
gonna say
good this
DP too,
game.
yeah.
Yeah, it's not a great Brood pairing probably.
They don't
or-
really have split push though.
Yeah, I mean it's a solid DP game. I don't know how Brood DP cores are together though.
They just might have issues with like the Prophet. Even though the Prophet's a 4, they could have like Prophet puck split pushing issues.
Had they ran Rezo on, I think he played DK at MDL, right? I think he played like a DK carry kind of thing from mid.
Yeah, they actually talked about they copied like the Ramses
They
thing.
they copied it, right? I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure they've done that before. I don't know if it's this game it's an option, but I think it could be versus Slaughter because you just have that innate armor.
Yeah, it's a solid DK game. It may be a little strange for their lanes though. Earth Spirit
Yeah.
will only have one lane to play around, right?
I
Or
agree.
naturally, he'll just be playing around the
They
off
might
lane.
go like the PL route.
I thought he
too.
wanted more of a super carry, but I'm trying to think of like at least what I've seen lately from OG.
Pan out the Sven. Maybe they're looking for like an illusion type hero again.
Battle Naga still in the pool. They've played it a few times. Storm.
That's more of a
Huh.
Did not expect
Hard
that.
Okay,
why
I
they
didn't
banned
expect that
the
one, though, either.
Sven for that. It's interesting. Maybe they're afraid of the burst.
Yeah, I mean, doesn't Brood have a pretty hard game against
Oh,
Sven as
it's
it goes on?
yeah. I guess you're right. Sven just absolutely free farms against Brood. I was thinking they were gonna ban for the counter to this pick, but you're right. They banned that for that reason.
And well, last pick for complexity here. There's a Brood and a Storm. Two kind of slippery, weird heroes you don't see every day.
how do you get in the mind of Kyle right now? What are they gonna get?
Wait, you got to go Zen, I think.
They've got a lot. They've got a lot of time too. Kyle's gonna keep his options open.
He's got 90 seconds.
They're gonna pick a hero that lanes against Brood, kind of like Sven, I think.
Who would that be, would you say?
Yeah, I wouldn't even put like a bristleback past them.
Man, what? We have not seen that hero in...
I'm saying like I
Good
know they
time.
love that hero more than other teams.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah, I
saying-
know.
I'm
I was just thinking.
There's like It's hard to see without the hero list, but there's like a decent amount of carries that kind of just farm with.
Kyle's got something in his
He's
mind right now.
intense.
He's telling them right now.
He's intense.
He's
There's like Troll is like
Yeah,
okay.
Troll's not bad either. But I think the hero's
Kyle's
far
really
enough.
teaching him a lesson right now.
He's describing exactly what he wants
Yeah.
this hero to do. He already has it in mind.
Now Chessie's getting into it. I love these cameras.
Yeah, me
It makes
too.
me so happy.
Oh, look at the bristleback.
Oh,
on
look, yeah.
Z-Freak's screen.
Z-Freak's
Dude,
is
I'm
looking
ready.
at Bristle.
I'm ready, dude.
He's
Oh.
like, let me look at these talents.
I
Is
mean, let me
BSJ
read
the
exactly
king?
what this hero does.
Is BSJ the king? We're going to find out in 30 seconds or so.
Oh, he's decided.
Headset on.
VSJ?
Please,
Dude, what if Z-Freak plays the bristleback?
prediction of this
Oh
four
my
position
God.
bristle.
The meta.
Is it
It's
gonna
shifting.
happen? Is it gonna happen?
I would actually...
I mean, it was actually on Z-Freak's screen. Give it
was.
to me, Kyle.
Let's see.
I'm actually really excited
Now
right
we're just hyped
Do you
up.
give him a shirt if he picks it?
I probably should, huh? If he wins.
Yeah, obviously.
He actually already has a shirt. I know
Oh.
that.
It's
my
the Bristleback.
BSJ, the king, calls it.
What can I say, you know? So
And it is going to be...
15% more likely to pick the right heroes.
Yep. Promo code that. And Nature's Profit for Z-Freak. Chessie on the bristle. Okay, but seriously, why have we not been seeing Bristleback as much? What's wrong with him as a hero?
Just like the new ancients, the prowlers. Just like, I mean, I guess they're not so new, but like compared to these other ancient farmers in past, like they have this accelerating tool with stacks. Like he can't clear them fast enough because they just regen the entire camp. So
Yeah.
like the Svens and the Deuces and stuff kill it plenty fast enough. But that's why I think Bristle kind of fell off. He just can't clear those ancients anymore. So these like tanky ancient farmers just like pull way ahead of him, tinies, stuff like that.
So they're gonna try to match this Bristle versus the Brood and put Doom in a 1v1
Yep.
versus Brew.
The goal is like if
Yeah.
you're against Brood, you just want to have your carry not care about the Brood, so you don't have to like because the Brood is going to be alone all game, so you don't want to have a carry that needs help because then you lose all the other lanes.
Yeah. And this hero loves Soul Ring.
Yeah.
Oh,
This
oh
Soul
yeah,
Ring
the
on
new
Bristle.
Soul Ring must be sick.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
versus
didn't think
Brood.
about
It's
that.
actually the dream.
Chessie's hype now.
And they actually like that hero can surprisingly be kind of like a tower sieger with the warpath stacks.
Oh yeah, he's not bad damage
not that
output
bad.
wise. They
So-
do have the brew to like throw him up and fight.
And they have, yeah, they do have. That's the one thing. But they do have, they have Roche potential too with that. They have a lot of physical coming with that on top of goo and corrosive haze.
All right, boys, we haven't really done much today. Who are you taking here? Game 3 to move on, get some points.
Am I allowed to not pick Cole? I think I have to pick Cole. I literally said,
You
yeah,
call it.
I'm going
You
with
don't
Cole.
have to.
I'm going with Cole. Honestly, like I like their draft again. Like I think it's a pretty even draft this game though. So I will go with Cole. Just gut feeling. I think the Bristleback's gonna own.
All right, CC&C.
I think the Storm pick is kind of bizarre. So I think I'll say Cole.
Fog, my boy.
Jerax to Earth Spirit. Let's go.
All right, taking it. I'm just going to chill. Good luck, have fun's come out. The good luck.
I want to know
Good
your
luck.
opinion, Grant.
Nah, I'm good. I'm just chilling, watching some Dota, casting Dota. I mean, you say Jarek's Earth Spirit when Kyle's playing Slardar.
So
Are you serious?
I'm
That Kyle Slardar? I don't know if you
Number
watched last
one
game, but...
four position player in A.
Uh-oh. Some rolls forward.
Oh,
Kyle
Kyle already
almost
breaks
breaks
this. He breaks the
Yeah.
What a player.
brew smoke.
We were talking about it just now.
I was
Doesn't
like,
matter
was
what
he
hero
smoked?
he
Because
is.
he broke it really early, but yeah.
Yeah.
And there's Jarek's looking Moo. He's standing way back. Looks like Moo's going to block from middle.
They may try and get some deep ward, like either behind, more the tier 1 mid or something, or some ward that looks up between those tree lines at the top lane so they can see where the heroes are, because they really need to get these lanes right, because
Yeah.
if Brood's not set up in the right lane at the start, it's like really annoying for this hero to switch lanes.
Yeah. And you see that ward actually spots, the Dire ward spots out the supports of OG in the top jungle. And Jarek's? He's about to steal some runes, it looks like.
This new carry hero blocking the mid lane is, I think it's even nicer in these kind of games because you don't know what lane the Bristleback wants to go in, so
Yeah.
he can go either lane.
Oh, Limp. He's going to lose one. He doesn't know that yet, though.
OG's gonna get 3.
I think if they still gave experience.
Oh, he's gonna. Okay, made an orb at least.
Those are the
Is
days,
he uphill? Oh, barely.
calculated.
He's up there. Gets a little bit of hassle. That's 120 damage there.
They are going to get the Bristle against the Brood matchup.
Yeah, so they got the lanes right.
Yeah, that's really good. Really good for Cole.
Only one shared tango up on Lamp. Feels like that could hurt him a little, but yeah, they got the lanes right. Like you said, No Tail, we've seen him run it middle. We've seen him run it in all 3 lanes, so nicely done by them. Middle, 2-on-2. Jarek's as well as Kyle sitting here. Limp and Rezo, and it's a crush off on Rezo. Just hits him up a little bit.
That orb of venom value.
Oh, I wish Kyle would have ate that tree when he places it. Like, he could have. He had time. It was slow.
I've been noticing that a lot actually.
Yeah.
People just put down their tree and they take a second to
Yeah.
kill. If you're just spamming eating your tango versus
Yeah.
mid laners when you gank them, you're gonna eat their tree.
Move. Taking a lot of damage. He is
He
up
level
against
1.
S4.
That's my goal next pub I ever have to play support.
Dude, just you try to steal their tree, it actually ruins their lane.
But you're right, CC&C. He did get Infernal Blade level 1 instead of getting a creep. Is there a certain reason?
I mean, there's no one else to take his lane level 1 if he wants to go try and eat a creep. And if they know he has the creep eat skill, Devour, what's it called?
Oh, Zach got towers hitting him. Towers on Zach.
Oh, he got the courier though. That's
Is that worth?
is it? Oh, if they get first,
If
they get
Rezo
this
does,
kill,
second
100%,
blood,
yeah.
here it is.
Oh, the trees
I think it's better if they don't get the kill, but it's fine if they do.
Oh,
on the
'cause
storm,
he
you
gets
mean?
back so
Yeah.
quickly.
Yeah, because he can't come back. Yeah.
It's just good for Limp, right? Getting a quicker double
Yeah,
null.
it's
if
very
he wants
nice.
to.
He'll get a double null now. The Storm's going to have a pretty rough laning.
And Earthspear got first blood, right? So
Yep.
that means that
Rezo's-
yeah.
Rezo's broke.
They're gonna have to babysit him really hard.
He is so broke.
Oh, look at Z Freak, again instantly TPing top.
And this is
Or-
why you have the Bristleback, so your supports can just do whatever the hell they want.
They're diving this.
Lightstone enough.
Kyle.
Yep.
That Orb of Venom slow.
It will be. Kyle looks like he might go down. He sprints. Jarek's gets another kill, but Moo.
I like
Alright,
it
nice.
TP
He
the tower.
Yeah,
That's
that's
good.
super good. If you TP the base, it's like really bad. The kill's super not worth. But even still, it's not the greatest. I think he used his Scorched Earth, and he only has 2 tangos left.
He
so
did not
Broodmate-
use Scorched
Doesn't
Earth. He hasn't
have it,
leveled yet.
Oh, really? Okay. He's one
Oh, he
of
got
them.
the Satyr
Oh,
creep though.
Satyr
It's
creep.
over.
So broken,
It's
man.
over.
Alright, so his lane's fine.
Oh yeah,
Both?
CC&C. There's an uncrossable under you if you want it.
I'll pass. I'm sure Bulb has touched
Been out of
it.
the fridge for
Yeah,
like a
he
solid
has.
couple hours
Yeah,
now.
I'll super pass.
Jesus.
All right, top lane S4
Super pass.
getting harassed. This Infernal Blade. Last game he went what?
Oh, no,
1-0-2?
Rezo.
Oh, Lamp, you mean?
Oh, he's
Got
fine.
him.
Oh,
Wait,
that
what?
salve,
Oh,
man. He
goodness.
got the salve to save himself on limp.
Z Freak is everywhere.
Dude, I would love to know like little and no one's reaction to watching Z-Freak play the 4 position. But top lane, they're going in on Moo. He eats a tango, but this is a 3-on-1. He is healing.
Jarek's holding the stun. Yeah.
He has 4 stick charges. Can't get him off.
Always important. You
This
never
is-
use the stun until they start running max distance out of range of you.
This is 3 to 4, 3 minutes in. Very action-packed.
Yep.
And bottom lane, we haven't been watching it. It's 20 to 1 against 13 and 1. The top two CS in the game, though.
Yeah, it's a Bristle favored matchup.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's like really not what you want to see whenever you have this brood. This hero thrives whenever you're just freely taking the tier 1, taking the tier 2, hitting the tier 3.
Forcing multiple reactions.
Oh my goodness,
no,
Rezo.
Red.
Oh, nice. Jarex gets the perfect one off. Rezo's still in a lot of trouble. Limp, one more attack. It's not enough. Z-Freak actually might die for this, but no Arctic burn yet.
No one's dead.
I dare him to TP to
Does he
kill
get
a
a-
storm. Oh, he's not
Oh.
gonna get out.
The shoes.
Oh.
The shoes.
Are
Didn't
you
even see him.
serious?
And he's dancing on the haters right now. He just tap danced on him with his tap shoes. Rezo not going down though either. So no one dies in that whole engagement.
I can't
Nuts.
believe nobody died.
That's insane.
I
What
can't.
a game.
There's
This
nobody
is it's weird when game 1's kind of slow and in game 3's you usually teams in elimination, right, play a lot safer.
Typed
this
up.
game is just all into it. There we go. No invisibility on broods
Pretty
anymore.
hard to
but-
kill the brood though.
Yeah,
He just runs
look
over
at-
cliffs.
but there you go. Once you get corrosive, it feels like that hero might be a little.
Slaughter actually
Noto-
Slaughter owns brood as the game goes on.
Noto
It's
really needs to get
hard.
to use courier though, and they're sending it mid again because Rezo's getting punished. He really needs the soul
Yeah,
ring. It
1300 gold.
actually kills your lane if you don't get it right now.
Safe laner's
Roll
nightmare.
comes in, tries to get Z-Freak, can't quite get him. He still has the kick. Oh, he goes for the double, can't quite get Moo.
Just TP.
TP.
Z-Freak, can he get off
Crit?
in time? Oh, the
Oh.
Infernal Blade.
Infernal Blade, that was gonna crit. It
That was a
looked like.
cancel attack. Yeah, nicely done.
Alright, he
That's
does
good.
get the soul ring.
Okay, now Rezo. He's 13-3. Puck's only 18-1. It's not as bad as it looked. He did die.
But Storm's their carry, so it's kind of like
Okay.
a little worse that he's equally shut down.
Puck also hasn't had to buy any more regen, whereas I'm pretty sure Storm's bought multiple salves, multiple tangos to try and stay afloat in the lane. And it doesn't actually get any better for Storm as it goes on. Like, it just gets progressively worse as Puck gets more points in Orb.
So
If
what is?
she hits level 6 before you do, that's a big deal.
So what do you want? If you're OG, what do you want them to do right now? How do you make? Is it just on Jarex right now?
I think you keep feeding off of this Doom. The fact that S4 has had such a nice lane. He'll have 6 soon. I think you want to play around the split and kill the Doom with the split, pressure the top tower.
I think guard the storm till 6 though, right?
Yeah, most
I think
likely.
that's because Puck has the level advantage. So you want to probably be near him because
Yeah.
once coil comes out, it's an instant death.
But once Brew is 6, they can't really wrap on the mid tower. It's a little awkward, so they'll probably come to the Brewmaster and try and take the offlane tower, or the
Yeah.
safe lane.
See Kyle. He's just running in circles here, and you see they are defending Rezo mid. They have both supports there just waiting. He's still a little bit away from 6, though. Now S4 in a little trouble. He's getting a crush. Z-Freak with the rotation again. Not level 6 on
kill.
Brew. He wants to get level 6. Can he in time? Nope.
That was so huge for that right before the 6 comes out.
Z-Freak is ganking every single lane, 2, 1, and 3.
I just,
And he killed courier.
It's so fun. I've gone back and watched. Like, this is one of those guys you go back and watch replays. Like, how does someone, like, no one else does this, right? How does he do it himself? And then he
It-
just does even more than you think he can.
He always, I'm not even kidding, probably for 2 years now, he's been asking for Nature's of Prophet support every game.
Yeah. And then he did play it one time during the Dream League major qualifiers and bought a Meteor Hammer, and
He was so triggered.
It was
Grant
garbage.
losing it.
Like, you just, okay, we won't even get into that. It was garbage. So, Quinn, you agree, right? Meteor Hammer's garbage.
Of course.
It is pretty garbage.
I don't know, man. Sprout and a Meteor Hammer. Think about it.
He killed the Storm Spirit.
combo.
He killed the
The
Storm Spirit with
combo.
it.
Yeah.
was
He also killed their dreams of going to a major with it, but Chassis bottom.
Savage, man.
I just call him when I see him.
Yes.
But Soul Ring, almost a Vanguard, looks like coming out on the Bristle. Is this just going to be... It's just going to be Brew kiting him, right? Every fight.
Yeah, most
Should
likely.
be killing Moo, like you guys said.
Quick kill.
Yeah, it's pretty nice. They're not going to get that much damage on the tower, though. They'll get some, but I don't think it's going to die. The Doom will TP back up. Basically no fear of dying, I think, at this point. Because he can't really pressure any other lanes that well. And the Furion is doing plenty, like, pressuring mid with the puck and stuff, so it's better for him to just TP up here and hold the tower, most likely. Yeah.
Really curious if the Bristle goes like the S and Y kind of like run around, hit people build, or if he's going to go more like the Radiance build on Bristle, like the... Because he's going to have problems, I think, getting kited. As the
What
game
would you
goes
like
on.
to see as carry?
I mean, he's got a Slardar. So, like, usually I think the more Radiance build, but with the Slardar, I think he's got to go for the right click, like the
Oh.
S and Y BKB
Oh.
basher type thing.
Kyle with the timing swimming around mid.
Didn't even have to do anything, just ran in.
Yeah.
Jarek just killed himself on the coil. And now no tail. He has the Soul Ring now. Looks like he has his Aquila
I like
as
this
well.
rotation to
Or
avoid
no,
the
he don't-
missile.
okay, he does. There we go, Limp. Taking some damage up. Kyle just gonna stun these, maybe get some experience. Has to avoid the damage, and look at this. Backdoor the tower here. Storm has ulti now.
I really do think Slardar like owns Broodmother as the game goes on.
Gets 2.
It's gonna be harder and harder for No-Tail to play this game.
Yeah, you might hit some window eventually if you're stacked where you can get a Manta and you have enough damage where you can actually fight the Bristle.
That is true.
But
He
his
hasn't
laning
had that like dream start.
yeah, his laning stage has been so rough. He may not hit that timing at like an appropriate point.
Even though he's like top net worth, like second net worth in the game, this isn't exactly what like this does not mean a good laning stage for Brood to be second net worth in the game like
Yeah,
this.
you want to be top net worth by 1.5k.
Yeah, because farm on her is just like not as valuable per gold.
There we go. Dire gets bottom tower there.
Yeah, and it's not just about the net worth; it's about the pressure. Because so far, she really hasn't applied very much pressure
She
at all.
lost her tower before she took one.
Yeah, and this Brewmaster can only do so much. He's like hitting top tower and getting as much as he can, but Storm is going to take a lot of time. Brood's got a rough game as far as matchups go. Like, it's very hard for OG to actually do anything. Their only hero that did okay doesn't really make space very well against Dire's heroes.
And look at this. He's diving behind a tier 2 right now. Kicks
He
away.
no cares.
Dude, level 4.5 on Earth Spirit. Kyle's about the same. Rezo is going to haste in. Whoa, hello.
I don't think they can do anything to him here.
Yeah, not even a casual cloak. For a Han player, I'm surprised. Right? Like casual cloaks. I'm sure he'll get one now. Dire
Ooh.
Courier dies to No-Tail,
Okay.
though. That's nice.
No-Tail. Clutch plays.
I like how he's adjusting to the fact that he can't do anything to Bristle.
Oh, they called it. And he breaks it. Kyle, little late. They didn't have vision on him. Now they do. Now he's running away.
Dude,
God,
he's
this is
just
so
zooming.
annoying.
Spider-Man. Spider-Man.
If Kyle hit that first stun, would he have been dead?
I don't
Probably
think so.
not.
I don't think they have the
No.
damage.
Okay.
Top lane, though. They do
Until they
find
have
the
AF,
room.
I don't think they have the damage. Yeah, that's a huge kill with the Doom.
And Chessie during the whole scenario, he was pushing bottom. Warpath stacks, as we mentioned.
He's like a
Not
dead
the
hero at
most,
this
but
point,
good.
right? Like he just,
Yeah.
you can't really go to him like unless you plan to gank him with 4 or 5 heroes.
He's just going to stay down there for the next 10 minutes.
I like how Chessie's playing the Moo role this game, too. He played in the off lane, and now he's just solo pushing lanes, and they can't do anything.
Yeah, I think it's really good that he's not farming ancient stacks this game, and that he's just running
Yes.
down lanes like a nutcase. Like, they actually can't deal with it at all. If he was farming ancients, it would relieve a lot of pressure.
Seafreak's going to go down here. Some damage on the tower, but a nice kill. Even S4 agrees.
Took me a second there.
It's all right. We'll wait for you.
Yeah, thanks.
But doesn't by by Chessie pushing in this lane, doesn't it give a ton of farm to this Wyvern who's just sitting down here too? Are you not worried about?
Well, you
giving
saw what he did
someone-
like to the Earth Spear, where he just like walks at you. He forces multiple heroes, like the Storm's there too. You can't just defend it as one hero.
He's keeping people down there.
Yeah, frees up the rest of the map for his team.
Yeah, what they could potentially do is bring, instead of that Puck and Slaughter smoking to try and kill this Brood, they could come down there and wrap on the Winter
Yeah.
Wyvern so the
and you
tower
never
goes
know when
down.
it's coming, because he's
Oh.
continuously doing the same thing over and over.
Kyle's one experience off, just gets it,
Yes.
and now he goes uphill. No-tail. This is actually this is
beating
more
a lot of
annoying than the
spiders.
Invis one. Like, the fact you can always go uphill.
You can't farm as hard, though, because people can actually see you and kill your
Yeah.
spiders a lot of time.
And now if
So you gotta
he
be
gets
behind.
corrosive on him right, that just kind of ruins his
He's
game.
very good, yeah.
Look
They
at
don't exactly
Jarek's.
have the hero to like kill with it though.
Oh.
This kind of stuff like this, just running in, forcing reactions is really, really good. Like, Moo's just chilling up top farming. Cole is so happy right now.
Look at the net worths, like
He's got a full drum at base.
not including the Brood, they have the top 3 net
Look at
worths.
this drum and wand at base, flying it in. It feels like Chessie as well as Move just been top and bottom respectively, right? They can't do anything but middle lane, Limp. In a little bit of trouble. Nice stun out. He has the coil on. Can he get out? No, sir.
So that's a pretty big kill, actually.
It is. Getting this mid tower will be a big deal for the Brood.
If they can. Chessie's now here, though. Level 11 as well.
This mid tower is important.
Yeah, it's like
Can't
it
let
gives the
them
Brood access to the Dire Ancients.
Oh,
Yep.
Blink Dagger on S4. We'll see. Is he going in? Looks like he might. Yep, gets the no matter what crit. And Jarek's is going to help lock down Moon. This looks a lot like game number 1 already. Yeah,
Yeah.
you saw some nice kills from Cole, but then huger kills from OG.
They got to get the acceleration on Rezo, because he's a bit behind in this game.
They don't win the game if like it's just a passive farm work because complexity just applies all the pressure. So this is really good movements.
Double. Just a glyph. Courier does respawn now.
Fly's
Five
on the
will get
prowl.
spotted. Just get vision. Know where he's going.
He's got max sprint now. He can zoom across the river. Here we go. Watch him
Who
zoom.
needs a blink when you just move at 700 moves?
Yeah, if the brood just stays in the river,
Yeah,
he's gonna kill it.
Look at this ward, these wards coming up by Cole. Again, every game they've been placing very deep aggressive wards just to be able to try to control the map.
What's Z-Freak got? Prophet?
I think just phase still.
He's going for the blade.
Yeah, he did that last day.
Oh, he switched to
whatever
Meteor
day
Hammer.
it
I'm just kidding, Graham.
is. Trust me, I would
Should have
have known. My
Take it easy.
spidey sense would have known. Doing some damage. Jarix, oh my goodness.
Corrosive Haze.
Dude, that quill spray with it. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
So much damage. S4, just clearing out the creep wave. Like you said, both middle towers so important, and both teams are showing up to defend it.
So he's going for the Solar Crest build, the old build on Bristleback, I think I saw. Vanguard Solar.
Yeah, he did go solar.
EE.
Is
I think he
is-
just
is
wants
that
for
what it is?
Roche, I guess.
I think it is. I think EE did it.
I think it's just
Oh.
it's good for Roche. I mean, it's good for
He
Storm.
needs the pipe if he's falling after EE here.
See, whoa.
Gracious.
Oh, he tried. He tried to get that coil off. Kyle just wants to get that corrosive haze off. Can't quite. Now Chessy in a little bit of trouble. His back is turned. Nice silence. And
Oh, no tail.
No tail with the snipe standing there. And Limp's in a lot of trouble now as well. Looks like he will get out. Kyle does get a stun, but you need to be careful. Moo's there as well. He gets the Doom off, and this should be a kill. Will they get denied? They're going
Denied.
for it.
He got it.
Nice. I mean, there's so many broodlings, right? He knew. Still, he goes down, and now they're going to lock him into place. This could be a double kill. We'll see. Kyle goes down instantly. Brood surround. They're going to get a pull onto Moo. He does get an Infernal
Wow.
Blade. Not going to be enough. And
That was quite a series of events.
They're just
for OG.
outmaneuvering him.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
That was
this-
beautiful support movement.
This puck has fallen off quite a bit. He had such a nice laning phase, and now the one death, he TPs to top to try and deep-push a little bit, and then suddenly all the pressure is, like, it's just not being applied anymore. Storm gets a couple kills, and now this puck feels really scared mid-game if you're not really far ahead against Storm or a Spirit. It's very hard to farm waves because you can
Yeah.
just die at any point.
Do you think you should go more like the Yules instead of the Blink, or do you think he just needs the Blink because they don't have a Blink on Slardar?
I think you probably have to go Blink, and even Yules, I don't think is enough. Like, you get zip pulled from a mile away into Earth Spirit
yeah.
kick, and you still die, I think.
So there's no item you think that will prevent that from happening?
You need, like, a Lincoln's or something, but that's, you know, a long
yeah,
ways
that's,
away.
that's obviously a lot more expensive.
And OG, they've taken back over the map. Kyle did just get a D ward, but OG going for a smoke. Is this a Roche smoke or a kill
They
smoke?
do have the
The
Deso.
Deso's
complete.
coming on the courier.
We'll see. The thing is, you bring the Curry, you smoke in, but then you bring Curry, or what if
If-
they have a ward?
If they can take the Roche from Cold, it's actually so enormous. Like, Aegis Storm, and then they deny it from the Bristleback who was going Solar Crest.
And they have a Slardar too.
Yeah, it's like that's actually the dream play for OG coming up.
And, well, Kyle smoked up. He might know something's up now. Chessy just whopping that mid tower. They're going for Moo. They get in. Can't get the Doom off on him. He's going to stun him up. Moo might be in trouble. No Tail pops his ulti. They should be able to melt Moo pretty quickly, but if Hill misses, he will go down finally. And look at this. Puck just gets pulled in. He's dead. And everything's going wrong for complexity right now. And look at there it is. Bristle just kited in the air. Throw him down.
They're isolating him, but Kyle's coming in now.
Will help a little. Z-Freak's here now as well. They're trying to turn this fight. But man, Chessy drops. That's all their cores. All they have left is 2 supports.
Yeah, Doom was on cooldown there, so Brew can just go in like a raid boss and get his ult off guaranteed.
Puck got nothing off, right? Puck just got
Yeah.
bursted again.
Yeah, it's kind of what happens. Like, they were sort of forced into this Bristleback pick, and while it was a very good pick, it's not like this hard carry that sort of gives you this easy win condition. You have to play fast. You can't make many mistakes. You
Yeah.
have to keep the tempo up, and if you give up a couple kills, lose map control, suddenly you're playing Bristleback against Wyvern, and you're going to get thrown up in the air, and the game sort of gets a little annoying to
This game
play.
just got really
think
hard,
they-
right? Like in a couple mistakes.
I think they just really rely on Doom in all their fights.
Thought he's going to go to the river there. He's going to get kicked.
They have coil.
Oh, nice coil. They're going to go back in. Here comes Z-Freak TPing as well. Nice boulder. Doesn't hit Z-Freak. Does hit Kyle. Will he get out? Yep, but no tail.
Sprout.
He will not. Will Kyle die? No.
What did so much damage to him?
Spawn Spider with Sprint
Yeah.
on. He took the damage talent on the Spawn Spider.
Is there like maybe a disconnect on Cold? Because Z-Freak got bottom tier 2 at the start of that fight and then showed up late. Is there like, should he be doing that or should he be in fights?
I just think
Or why
they
are
didn't
taking
expect to
fights?
like get contested for such a low HP tower. I think is what happened because remember OG was smoked before that happened.
Yeah, into Roche and then they wrapped.
Yeah.
They will get this. Oh, maybe not. Count my chickens.
They're really defending this tower.
Yeah, they are. It looks like it will go down finally. There you go. Orb comes up, hits fly. Even the Thunderhide's doing some damage.
Roche is definitely their next objective at some point. They may just walk in.
Oh, it's our objective now.
Yeah, I thought they'd maybe try to, but they maybe know that Brewmaster Split's still on cooldown.
It's, can they take it in 10 seconds?
I don't think they do enough.
What did NB call this earlier? And they run in with 5 heroes for the Roche.
Oh yeah, I
Just
wasn't
not
there
there
for
for
that. That's on you, Fog.
Yeah, man, it's all you.
He called it the China Roche.
Oh yeah, he did. I do remember.
Where they just walk in when everyone's
I think he
alive.
said the newbie Roche too, didn't he, or something?
Yeah, something like that.
That's when the A gets stuck in Shaman wards.
That was one of the greatest moments ever. That was incredibly funny.
Now, I mean, Bristleback, he's tanky, but as we've seen, he just gets tossed into the air while his team gets massacred every fight so far. Do you have to go a BKB next or something?
I feel like he is the hard one, and I'm not a fan of necessarily the fact that he went like team items. And like I think BKB is necessary, but then he kind of just gets ignored anyway. So it's kind of like an awkward item progression at this point.
I mean, Fog, you talked about it. Jarek's, it felt like it's such a slow early game, but now he's picked it up.
Yeah.
He's finding all these kills for him, and that's what your all-in was.
Yeah, he's been all over the place, actually. Him and Fly, I think their support duo is just so much stronger this time around than last time. I think that was really the downfall for OG in the last game.
And well, Fly, Jarek spotted out by Invis Limp.
You can tell when a puck feels uncomfortable when he's like sneaking around invis. He's not YOLO pushing out lanes. Like he feels so uncomfortable because he just dies to Storm or Sprint at any point in the game.
And on the backside, they going for 2. Limp actually keeps 2 of them. Z-Freak's going to TP, and Chessie taking a ton of damage even from behind, but they can't quite get him. S4 has ulti. He's going to have to pop it. He's faking. And now he finally will. Are they going to try to kill Chessie or toss him?
They don't have Arctic
Neither.
Burn. They don't have enough damage.
Okay, the
Doom did a
toss.
good job of like faking running in there, and then Brew had to pop his ultimate.
All right, this feels like a good timing for complexity now, right?
They used Coil.
Brew ult. They did use Coil on the back lines, but Brew ulti is down. Do you maybe go for Roche now?
I think this is where OG just tries to split push the 2 side lanes really hard, but I think Cole should.
And they still have Storm, so they can still look to contest it without Coil.
Yeah, I think Cole should definitely go for this Roche.
Go.
Storm may have TP'd to bottom. I think he was up top side.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah, so he's going to have to walk there. So bottom lane's not going to get pushed out that far, but he will be there before it dies.
Yeah, it feels like they need a little more help in Roche. The Bristle's just getting bashed over and over. Can't do damage in the haste rune. Limp will take it. They find Fly. Will he be able to get away? He takes a ton of damage here, but yeah, he's out. Nice silence by Jarek's.
This Arctic Burn. Bristle's so sad. When he sits at half HP like this, he can actually get jumped and die.
And if he's at full HP, then the Arctic Burn does a ton of damage.
Yeah, it's a pickle.
Yeah, quite a pickle.
You sounded like Grant.
Everyone's turning into Grant over here. It's quite a pickle.
Yeah, when I'm playing, I'm playing cornhole.
I'm a talker. I talk a lot, so I guess you wears off.
When I play cornhole, I say dunking on the haters, and I don't even realize it.
You are. I mean, you are out there though. You gotten way better.
Thank you.
Unlike Fog, you've regressed.
I have regressed.
You know, Limp. Use that haste. Just farm up middle lane. Still very scared, like you said. CC&C.
What's the items on Limp right now? So he has the Yul's cooked up, and how far is Rezo from Orchid? That's what he's gone for? Okay, so it's going to be similar timings.
Very
Yeah.
similar.
It's really, I mean, the game's like over for Puck if the Orchid comes out before Yul's.
Well, Doom has a Shadow Blade. That seems like a very good pickup, especially against if you can get it off on the Brood or the Storm before they can do anything.
I think it has to be Brew.
I think it has to be Brew.
Brew or
okay.
Storm, 100%.
In a full 5v5.
And the thing about Storm is if you use it on him, you'll be back by the time the fight's over with the Bloodstone.
Gotcha.
Yeah, if you kill him
Look
a
at
couple
this.
of times though,
That's true.
it can start getting annoying for Storm.
This is the difference between like Wyvern and Phoenix. Phoenix, you have to kind of like hide around, you wait till you use your ulti. Wyvern, you're just poking the hard carry, putting him in at half HP the whole game.
Feels
Pushing
good.
out lanes as well. It's so frustrating to play against.
Yeah, I was surprised he didn't go Hood instead of Solar Crest. It just seems like doesn't do much.
Does that,
against the
was that
Wyvern.
Kyle with a blink now on Slaughter?
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, he
He
does.
has one,
Okay.
That's a good item time, as well as level 12. A little more armor minused out.
Mm-hmm. They actually have another way to start the fight so Puck can get better positioning.
We'll see. Looks like Kyle just wants to bounty her, and and Z-Freak. This would be a nice solo kill. Get some Bloodstone charges. He does have a full wand. Get it, cast out an ulti and moo.
You might
Can
get
he
him.
get the Infernal Blade?
Oh, he didn't held the Doom.
Does Doom
Doom
cancel?
It cancels
Yes.
CPs.
He
yeah.
used
Yeah,
to
it cancels.
Absolutely.
Yeah, everyone.
Okay.
Look, oh my goodness, that is a lot of little dudes.
What?
Look at that is a lot of spiderlings.
A lot of little dudes. And look at this. Again, half HP onto Chessie.
Yep.
Oh, but they go for it. Can they do anything? Chessie's slowed by the Arctic Burnstone. Look at his S4. He's going to commit it. They're going to get a stun on Kyle. Can they get more? He wants to get Chessie. Get pulled in. Will they throw him into the air to hold him down? Yep, they sure will. And Jarek's here. Whoa, hey there. Limp locks him down, silences Jarek's. Chessie looks like he will get bursted in the back. They're in front of him now. No bristle to back. And Puck I just can't do much. It feels like Cole, they aren't starting any of these fights, and Bristol's always half HP, like you said.
Yeah, he's actually, like, Fly's doing so much work just poking and prodding him over and over again.
Even who was it, Lil said, Fly is probably the best defensive. I mean, he's not even playing defensive game with the best defensive support. He's playing aggressive, showing what he can do, and nice heal on Jerix.
Jerix has the blink out after, never mind the orb hit him.
Got him. Now Z3 will punch him a few more times. Needs to be careful with that Stone ulti. They have a sentry down. Moo had to go for something maybe. Tried to, gets ulted up. Stone's a flying, Moo a dying, and that's... It's looking extremely rough
Oh
for
no,
Cole. Yeah.
C-Freak too.
Is this just game?
I don't see how they win here.
I don't see how they come back in this game.
Y'all are
Versus
just
Stone
haters.
Spirit.
I mean,
All right,
I
how did they
predicted
come
at the
back?
start,
You actually
but
still sound like Ryan.
How do they come back then,
I
Quinn?
can't help it.
it's contagious for sure.
If
Wait,
they,
you got any comeback method here?
You know,
CC?
sometimes you get caught on Storm, you know, and you know maybe then
I
you
mean, you do
respawn
that,
and then
sure,
you
but-
deny yourself,
Oh,
and you're down
okay.
to like 6 Bloodstone charges.
We're talking about like resolution here, not your experience.
Oh, okay. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, I thought you were talking about my game earlier.
Jesus.
Oh, is that actually what happened?
No.
I was like,
Oh,
what?
I hope not. Be a rough one.
I'm like, I don't remember
Jay,
that.
They just went out this morning, dude.
Would have been a decent excuse,
Easy. Oh my Jesus.
Hey man, we're friendly here.
except for Grant.
Yeah.
What? I'm the friendliest person here.
No, you're garbage.
Middle. That's an S4. I still love that set no matter what. The fish. Just whooping with the fish.
Oh yeah, the fishing rod.
Not sure that's a real weapon they would use in real life, but
Have you ever been hit by a fishing rod?
yeah, it broke.
You're a tough guy.
Did it have a fish on it?
Did it have a frozen fish on it?
more important to have a hook on it.
Yeah,
that's what I was concerned about.
that's still the worst pain I think you can
Oh,
feel.
Kyle.
He's going in.
Found us
Bash.
one.
He does have ulti up. He's going to cast it. They get the Doom off. Kyle does go down. He might have done his job, but Resolution's in the perfect spot.
DD.
And it looks like they will finish him off. See ya, Rezo with the double. Almost a
my.
triple. Now,
20 bloodstone charges.
He's level 22. That attack speed talent. The dream.
do you like, is Kaya not as good on Storm anymore?
It used to give double reduction on his ult.
Yeah, it was bugged to where
Okay.
it
But it's
was
still-
twice as good.
Okay, but it's just not good enough to buy it all anymore with single.
I still see people pick it up. I think it still has its merits.
Yeah, it's a little bit of personal preference. The Bloodstone is kind of nice because it gives you this one really big, strong timing instead of like these small incremental things.
Whoa.
Oh,
and
that
he
long
do-
jump. He predicted the blink from where Limp was going, right?
Sure did. Gets the kill.
Because Limp was back by
Yeah.
the high ground over there before.
And now Chessie, are they just going to hemorrhage kills one by one?
Getting in front of him.
Looks like it. Such nice
The
play.
pills set it up. Oh my goodness.
It's just like they have these like mobile hard to kill heroes on OG, and it's okay if you have
What?
this constant map control, but they've thrown it away on complexity.
Kyle needs to be careful. He's in a little bit of trouble. He gets kicked back, and the stomp still hits. That's another Bloodstone charge is looking. And now Moo.
Oh, the tap. Oh, Jax.
Give him the rock.
There it is.
Z3 gets him.
Oh yeah, this I mean, with the storm that's this big already, I'm very
He's level 21 at 26 minutes in.
yeah.
Wow.
There's an Orchid now at least on Z Freak. Okay, so they have a kill method for him, but
All right, Z-Freak's in a rough situation. That's a Radiant Hill ward, I think. He may be about to get zipped on.
Yeah, he is.
uh-oh.
He could get the orchid off himself, but
He doesn't have it.
He doesn't have
Doesn't
it.
have it yet.
oh,
It's
sorry.
You get
you
the
know.
qu-
I was testing it.
He's going to get him with the Oblivion staff.
I passed.
You got it, man.
All right, nice.
Look at
That was-
that
oh, that was an
awareness.
arcane rune zip too. The dream.
Oh my goodness. Clarity already on him.
He's
I
like
mean-
full man already.
And this just goes to show, these people who throw games in pubs because they're dying a lot middle lane. I mean,
Yeah.
Rezo died twice. He was like almost 2 levels behind Puck. Do you think he threw the game? Because it looks like he's winning.
Yeah, I believe he is winning.
All right.
I mean, people don't think about like how the game's gonna play out. They're just like, I have a bad lane, I'm pissed.
Yeah.
I think
So-
this
Then
game,
again, this is OG, but
this game was so much like OG, just like splitting up, taking the game a bit patient and methodically, and just finding these pickoffs. They would just poke and prod at Chessie and mid with Fly. The other two cores would be playing on the side lanes, and then
Brood like ignored
found
him all
so many
game.
kills. Yeah, they just found so many kills just because of the way they split pushed.
Pop. Whoa.
Ooh.
I'm pretty sure it's popping. What?
it's Lamp God.
He blinked the direction he was facing.
Good
But it,
Badman on that one.
Rezo has a billion mana
Okay.
regen already.
And
Oh,
well, one ward down. But
one ward down.
that's right. This feels a lot. I just realized this is a lot like game one, right? Complexity just dominated the first 10 minutes, and then after that, it was all OG with stronger.
We
map
talked about in the
movements.
VP
Yeah.
series. There's the masters of losing the lanes and
Yeah.
winning the game.
Yeah, I mean this is just night and day between the difference in supports from OG this game and last game.
They had like the comeback supports last game. They did not.
Now we see maybe why Bristle isn't picked as much. He had a great lane, forced people to defend his towers, but then what does he do when, say, OG gets even a little bit of
Too little room for
headwind?
Yeah. I mean, the OG supports just have such better team fights than Cole's. Like, Nature's Prophet and Slardar, they don't really contribute a whole lot in these big fights like this.
They're going in. One by one, they're dying now. Resolution. 22 charges. Ulti is going to come out, and they're just going to kill each other now, not only by OG.
Oh, the stunt follow-up by Jarex, too.
So good. They lined up 3 of them. It's
Yeah.
just... And I know Cole doesn't like to, especially when it's game 3, to call it, but this one, I think even he might feel a little bit nauseous about.
Chase's got buyback. Don't get ahead of yourself.
Yeah.
Come on, guys.
I did say they probably wouldn't call it. This one's just... Now they do.
It's GG.
Limp does it.
This is definitely over.
It was a very, very good game by OG, honestly. It felt...
They played super
Yeah,
well this game.
I thought compLexity played amazingly. 5 minutes, 5 to 10 minutes, they looked good in their movements. And then, like, game 1, OG, master plan, look ahead, resolution, farms. They made good moves, like you said, fly. I think the... No more
Fine.
Phoenix, but Winter
Yeah.
Wyvern.
Flying Jarex on these 2 supports, they just set up so many kills around the map
Yep.
while the other cores farmed.
See him chilling right now. The handshakes, though, Cole, are good sports. Always are.
Yeah, getting out that room real fast after you just lost and not like sitting there with your head in your hands, like, is actually, it's actually not that easy to get out there that quick.
Yeah. I think they should still be pretty happy. That second game they played well.
Yeah, they looked really good. Even, I mean, they definitely know they're very good laners. I think they won all 3 laning phases, honestly, in all 3 games. But lane phase isn't everything anymore in Dota. And oh my goodness, I mean, I'm just looking at the scoreboard. Fly 4-1 and 17.
Yeah.
I mean, all their scores besides S4. Come on, S4.
Jesus.
What do
But
you mean?
4 deaths.
He's
Yeah.
4-4.
yeah, that's not bad. I mean, do you consider that a positive score if you're even? 4-4, 2-2.
He was offlaner.
He was the
Yeah,
one
I'm saying,
like.
do you is it? It's 50%, right? I mean, you died as many times as you got kills.
If
Is
you're a
that
carry with that score,
I
then
swear to
definitely
God.
not. But
No,
if
it's
you're an offlaner, you are.
okay?
I'd
Look,
say
look at his-
It's contextual.
Look how much healing he did as a brewmaster. 1900 healing. That bottle.
100 healing.
He's bottling himself.
I think it's the Vlads.
Did you get healing from lifesteal?
I don't think so.
Do you
It's
get
an
healing
old-
from bottle?
That's what I was thinking too.
He doesn't have anything else, right?
Yeah,
What would
that's-
it be?
I mean, then why doesn't Resolution have heal from bottle?
Yeah.
Well, maybe it wasn't bottle. I guess wait, was it Vlad's
Yeah,
then?
process.
All
of
right.
elimin- It was the Quelling Blade.
Guys, you need to chill out.
I was,
OG.
I was actually just
No,
curious.
I actually am curious too. Maybe we'll have to go back and look. But OG, they're moving on to the next day. So guys, let's think about it. Tomorrow, it's
What's up?
Sunday. It's the last
Last
moment.
day.
It's the last day. We have 4 teams, and it's looking like NA is. Well, I didn't want to say dumpster tier. No offense to us, Quinn. I'm sorry, but Kingwin, VP, OG, and Fnatic.
Yeah.
So 1 SCA, 2 Europe, and 1 CIS. They're looking good. I still think I don't know. How are you guys feeling going to the last day? Fnatic, I thought was the best team so far in group stages.
Thought they were
Myself,
better than VP?
I thought VP
I thought
was.
so. I thought Fnatic was a little bit better.
Wow.
I don't know.
It's bold.
I mean, that's just one day.
They have the Jackie Mao factor. You just can't predict what that guy's gonna do. 2 lanes down.
That's true. What about you? You just think VP's ahead of everyone else?
I think based on results so far, yeah, I think I'd have to say that.
All right. Well, makes sense to me. I mean, any closing thoughts from you guys?
Nope.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right, I just snotted everywhere, I think. Oh, God, get away from me. No, but that is it. We are going to have another recap when we come back, so we can get our thoughts together. We can maybe look at some of the groups. Maybe we'll know them after the recap, after this quick break. But for now, we're going to catch you on the download, so see you soon.